With relationships, we can have more complex relationships. So where there's two or more people, generally three people, um, this is not a menage a trois. So there's more a situation where maybe there's a relationship between a sibling and the parents, or there's someone that has a relationship with someone, but there's someone that's come from previous marriage or something to that effect. Or it could be that you have a business transaction with two different parties and they related to each other as well. And there are some dynamics in the relationship that might be where you might be at the short end of it and you want to understand, well, what are the dynamics between the other two people and how are those dynamics related to you. So you want to basically understand all the different legs of this relationship. So what we're going to do is then we look at what's the relationship between each of the parties, how do they relate to each other, and look in turn at how everything acts as a whole. So with complex relationships, we see, okay, well, what is the connection between two people? I see it like a cord that attached between two people, and there's a kind of a flow of energy, and there's also you can get like an associated color with it. What I've done is I've put some colors to it, so we can maybe see that there's some movement of color. There's like more color sometimes on one side, like you see at the bottom with the fuchsia and orange, and then you can see that there are different dynamics. Maybe the one energy is going towards the person, the other one's coming back. So you can maybe say yellow energy going towards the one person, red coming back, or green going out, and blue coming back. So those dynamics between the different people can all be seen, one by one, and say, okay, well, I see that this person is connected to you in this way, and then also ask questions around it. Like let it play off on your reading screen and say, well, what do you understand about the relationship with you and this person, and then you and that person, and how do those two people relate to each other? So it could be that two people are setting you up for some kind of a coup or something. So who knows, or a hostile takeover. This kind of situation happened at the company that I worked for, and it would have done the person that was at the wrong end of it to go for a reading about this, and then see what was the dynamics about this. So it would be really interesting to see those dynamics play off. Really understand, okay, well, what is it that you can know about this, so that you can make decisions in a different way, or you can ask the right questions. I always say, if you once we have this kind of a situation play off on our reading screens, and we read it for someone, what they can do is they can just ask the right questions. They can explore the right things. They can set up the right measures in order to learn more about this, and get the right information to them. So generally speaking, this is basically what we want to do. We want to bring in these different parties and then look at all the dynamics between them. And like I've shown now, is that we can have that situations change over time. So we can see that maybe at some point something is different later on. So that's really what we want to explore, and see, get information basically on our reading screens and give it out to the sitter.